Hey y'all, welcome to Receive and Relate. This is your first time here. I am so happy you're here. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are not, this is not your first time here and you are a returning subscriber, welcome back y'all. Hey y'all, hey. Okay. So I was 8 years old, and it was summertime, and I went to a Christian school at this point, and my mom, there was a center next door to the Christian school that I went to, and my mom put me in. They had gymnastics. I love gymnastics. She put me in a gym, and yeah, believe it or not, right? Yeah, I was 8, but she put me in this gymnastics camp, and it was so fun. Had a ball. And then in the gymnastics camp, there was, we had trips. You know, you have field trips and stuff like that. You know, you go to the amusement park, swim pool. So, there was a time there where we went to the swimming pool, right? And so, I was very, you know, I'm more outgoing now as an adult. But when I was young, I was very shy, very shy. I love people, but I was still shy. So I wasn't like the kid that just walk up to you and say, hey, can you be my friend? Like, you know, we had to gradually get into that. And so there was a young lady that sat beside me on the bus. We went on a little cheese bus to the, you know, we call it cheese bus here, the yellow school bus to the swimming park, what is it called? Swimming pool place, right? And, we swam, you know, everybody had a good time and everything. And so, the same little girl, you know, when you leaving, you go to the locker room, and it's not but so many locker rooms, you know what I'm saying? And so they doubled us up, you know, in each room to get ready to get dressed, and so we can get back on the bus. And she doubled with me, and I will be leaving her name out of it. Her name is not in this story is also in my book, Cage Girl. But her name isn't in there either, just as for, you know, you just don't do that, right? So anyway, her name will be nameless for this video. So we were the ones, we doubled up. And so we're getting dressed, or we're getting ready to get dressed. And she asked me, I think she asked me to put, could she put lotion on me? Yeah, she did. She asked me could she put lotion on me, and I was like, yeah. And so she began to put lotion on me, but she began to put it on me, you know, in like a sexual manner, like the way the grown-ups would put lotion on each other, put it like that. Now, you might be asking, well, how do you know a sexual manner? Because unfortunately, at 8 years old, I had already been acclimated and privy to cable type of television. So I actually learned how to kiss from cable TV, unfortunately. So I was watching like PG movies, and I might have even seen a couple rated R by now. So I knew, you know, what this was about. I didn't understand, but the problem was I didn't understand. So by now, and I've given this video also already, I might do an updated version, but I'll try to remember to put that video in the description box below. I've already released a video of the first time that I was molested, which was 6 years old, by a little boy that was just 1 year older than me, right? And so that's a part of it too. The sin had already, you know, been transferred. So that was another way I knew what was going on. But the main way I knew what was going on was because of the movies that I was watching. I was by myself a lot, you know, and so movies and TV was my friend, unfortunately. And so I knew what was going on, but like I said, I didn't understand. Like, just when I was 6, I didn't understand why it was happening, like what was going on. Now I'm really confused because this is another little girl. You know, I'm a girl, she's a girl. We're the same sex. You know, this isn't a boy, which is what I was used to. And what also happened to me at 6. So, but it was weird because even at 8, it felt good. You know, a lot of times people share their stories of when they were molested or groomed, but they don't share the part where it felt good to the body. And I'm just being truthful. That's what happened. It felt good to my body for it to be happening. And so that was making me even more and more confused too. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why does this feel this? Why do I have this sensation? You know what I mean? But of course I didn't know what a sensation was. I couldn't put it into words. And then because I used to be a huge people pleaser as a child, she asked me to do it back to her, and I did it back to her. And so we were literally in there doing things with each other with this lotion, like two grown women, two grown people. And then it happened again. And then we went back to the pool, and the same thing, and it happened again. One time, I think we was in there so long that had to knock on the stall and help tell us to get to move quicker or whatever. But they had no idea. Nobody had no idea what was going on but me and her. I went home. You know, I never shared this story with anybody. I didn't share this story with anybody until I was grown. I was grown because I was very confused. And then, sure enough, the last time that it happened, on the way home, the young lady never said nothing to me, and I never saw her again until, guess when I saw her again, y'all? I saw her again in middle school. It was like seeing a ghost. I was walking, I had just came to the school, so it was my 7th grade year. I'm not saying it was the first day of school. It wasn't the first day of school, but I'm saying I was new to the school. And I was walking down the hallway, and she was coming toward me, and she looked exactly the way she looked. You know what I'm saying? You know that face. You ain't gonna forget. But she looked, let me take my glasses off so y'all can see me. And she looked at me with this disgruntled face. She looked at me mad as if I was the one that started that with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that to her. She looked at me like with disgust. And do you know that the same one is like the enemy is called a repeat offender. The devil is a liar. The same little boy that molested me went to that school too. And there was another day I seen him, and he did the same thing to me. He looked at me with disgust, like I did to him what he did to me. Ain't that crazy? And the enemy wanted this, wanted me to see. Now, the blessing in that, okay, because I love God. It's always a blessing. What the enemy turned for evil, what the enemy meant for evil, God turned for your good. That I didn't see those two. I don't want to say I saw them again throughout the whole school year. Or if I did, it might have been like once, another time. I did not see them often. So I thank God for shielding me. You understand what I'm saying? Because can you imagine seeing the same predator over and over? They were, mind you, I'm sorry, I should have said this. Both of them were a year older than me. So they were both in the 8th grade, right? But still, you in a junior high, you bound to run into people. I promise you, I can't even count past 1 or 2 times. I'm really thinking it was just one. It's in my book. I knew for sure when I was writing in my book. Sometimes when I go back, I be, but I know at least, I definitely the one, but it may have been maybe one more time that I saw them again. But God didn't allow me to be tortured to see them over and over and over and over again, And so I thank God for that. But yeah, I saw her again, and she looked at me like the scum of the earth. And I was so confused. I was just like, what? Clutching my little imaginary pearls, like, what? But you did that to me. And she knew, and the reason why she looked at me that way too, because she knew exactly who I was. Probably never thought she'd see me again either, right? I wonder, if anybody is watching this, if you had a similar story like this, you saw your predator again years later. What did you do? I was shocked to shingles, girl. I don't know why I be saying that though, but you don't mind. But anyway, that is the story. That is this story. And yeah, that's what happened. So stay tuned for more stories to come. The memoir that I wrote, my story, like I said, that one is in there, and many more. Is the link for that is in the description box. I have it in ebook and paperback form. Okay, I would love for you to purchase my book and read it. Leave an Amazon review also. Okay, remember, people receive when they can relate. Drop a comment in this video, and if you can relate to it, And I love you, but please know that God loves you more. I'll see you next time.